Welcome to the deep dive. Today we are really cutting through the noise to look at something. Well, something like an invisible rule book that governs how we think.
How we learn, how we react.
Exactly. And more importantly, how all these external forces can guide us. A lot of the time without us even realizing it.
Right.
So our focus today is on the basic mechanics of human learning, specifically something called classical conditioning. And then we're going to map how that simple process gets scaled up.
And used as a strategic tool.
By media, by advertisers, even by political power structures. It's a huge topic.
It is. And I think that synthesis is crucial. We're taking some pretty deep psychological theory, the foundation of behaviorism, and we're connecting it straight to these big sociological critiques of influence and, frankly, control.
So we're really looking at the sources to understand not just what this stuff is, but how it's actually used.
How it can be weaponized in some cases.
Right. And our goal here really is to give you the tools to actually spot these mechanisms out in the wild. We want you to understand how these simple, almost automatic associations can dictate your reactions.
And how that same dynamic plays out everywhere. From a commercial jingle you can't get out of your head, all the way to some of the most polarizing political narratives that are shaping the world right now.
Okay, so let's dive into the fundamentals.
Let's do it.
So, at the very root of this entire discussion is classical conditioning. You might have heard it called associative learning or Pavlovian conditioning.
Pavlovian, yeah, that's the famous.
It's this core learning process, and the key thing is that it operates completely below the conscious level. We just learn by forming these involuntary connections between two things.
And, while everyone thinks of even Pavlov and his dogs, which is iconic for sure, it's interesting that the Srapas remind us an American psychologist, Edwin Twitmeyer, he actually published findings on this a year earlier.
Oh, really?
Yeah, with the knee-jerk reflex. So it just shows this idea was kind of bubbling up in different places at the same time.
That's a great piece of context. Okay, so let's nail down the actual mechanism, because everything else we discuss is built on this. It all starts with what's called an unconditioned stimulus.
Right. Think of the smell of your favorite food.
That naturally, automatically leads to an unconditioned response. So, you start to feel hungry, maybe you salivate. That part is innate, no learning involved.
Then you bring in something that's totally neutral. Let's say a very specific high-pitched whistle. At first, that whistle means absolutely nothing.
But the trick is pairing it. You play the whistle, then you present the food. Over and over.
And after enough of those pairings, that whistle isn't neutral anymore.
It's become the conditioned stimulus, and when you hear that whistle all by itself,
you get the conditioned response. You start feeling hungry just from the sound, even with no food around. It's learned, but it feels completely automatic.
But here's where it gets really interesting, and it's a detail I think most people miss.